In Adobe Captivate 9, you can convert your interactive and non-interactive objects to multi-state objects. This functionality helps you create interactions pretty easily. Let's take a look at the workflow to convert your simple objects to multi-state objects. Let's start with a non-interactive object. Here I have a coach image, and if I want to have states for this coach image, I can go to the State view, and then I can go ahead and click New State here. This will allow me to add a new state. I will go ahead and name this as Correct Response and click OK. Now I can go ahead and replace this image with the image for Correct Response. I will go ahead and click Scenario.png, and here I will go ahead and replace it with Correct.png and click OK. Let me fit this to stage and then move it at the correct position. With this image added, I will also need to add an image for Incorrect Response. I will go ahead and click New State, and here I will name this as Incorrect Response and click OK. Here again, we need to change the image. I will go ahead and click Scenario.png and select Incorrect.png from the library and click OK. I'll go ahead and fit this to stage, reduce the size, and position it towards the right. With this done, I can go ahead and click Exit State. Now this image has got multiple states, and we need to call the states on the click of these buttons. I will go to this timeline, and here you can see that the coach image is just one. It doesn't show the other two states included with this image. Now let's see how you can add states for interactive objects. In interactive objects, along with the custom states that you could add with a non-interactive object, you can also add inbuilt states. Let's go ahead and take a look at that. I will click State View here, and here you can see that the normal state is added. To add a new state to this button, you can go ahead and click New State. Here, it gives you two options, whether you want an inbuilt state or custom state. Let's go ahead and select the inbuilt state. Here, I want to add a state for rollover. I will go ahead and click OK, and that will add the rollover state for me. Notice there is some color difference here in the rollover state. This comes from the object styles that you've already created as a part of the theme. Here, if you are happy with the state, you can go ahead and use it. Or if you want to get some visible difference here, you can go ahead and make changes to it. I will select this light blue here so that it looks visible when I hover over the button. Now, again, I can go ahead and click New State, and this time I want to create a down state. I will click OK, and here also I can change the fill color. Let's keep it green. So here I have made changes to this button, and I have added rollover and down states. Also, for the incorrect button, let's do the same. Now that the buttons are ready, let's go ahead and click Exit State. Now let's add functionality to these buttons so that it can invoke the states that are hidden behind this main state. I will go ahead and select the Correct Response button. I will go to the Actions tab, and here for On Success Action, I can select the newly added change state of action. I will select that, and then I will go ahead and select the image which is Coach Image, and here I will select Correct Response. I want to show Correct Response image, which is a part of the state of the coach, to show up when I click the Correct Response button. Also, I need to make sure Continue Playing the Project is unchecked. I will go ahead and do the same for Incorrect Response. We'll go and change the On Success action to Change State of and select Incorrect Response. Then, I also need to make sure Continue Playing the Project is unchecked. Now let's go ahead and preview this project. I will click Preview Project. And here you can notice that the image is currently in the normal state. When I click the Incorrect Response button, Here you can see that the pose of the character changes to incorrect mode. And here, when I am hovering over the button, you can see it changes to blue. And when I click on it and keep it pressed, it changes to green. And as soon as I release the button, you will see she is in the correct pose. So here, with these simple steps, you are able to create an interaction you can use for your scenario-based courses. Along with this, there are several other ways in which you can use states to create some amazing interactions. Let's close this, and let me also show you the custom states that are available for drag and drop interaction. This is a drag and drop interaction, and for this draggable, I have created a drag over state, so that when you drag the kettle near the cup of tea, it will change to a tilted position. Also, for the tea bag, I have created some states which will give a more realistic view to this tea bag. When it is in the resting position, it is in this way. When you start dragging, it appears straight, and when you start dragging it over the cup, it appears in this manner. Let's go ahead and preview this. I will go ahead and exit state. I will preview project. I will click the kettle and drag it over the cup, and you will see that the kettle is tilted. And now when I click and pick this tea bag, it changes its state. And then when I go close to the cup, it again changes its state. So with these simple steps, you can convert your simple objects to multi-state objects and create some stunning interactions.